Oh, hello. Today we're talking about the law of cosines. So again, this is on your reference sheet, but I've put it right here on the sheet you're looking at just to make your life easier. So do not feel overwhelmed by these. There's three of them, but again, it's the same equation to solve for whichever side you're looking for. So what does this one do? This helps us find a missing part of a triangle if we have some of the parts, okay? So let's just kind of walk our way through the first one and you'll be able to see kind of how we use it. So the very first one is asking us to find AC. So side AC is this one here. So first thing I want to do is think about that in terms of lowercase letters. Is side AC going to be lowercase a, b, or c? Hopefully you said b because it's across from angle B, right? So across from angle A would be lowercase a, and across from angle C would be lowercase c. All right, so we're trying to find b. So if I look at my three equations, this one already has b squared by itself on the left-hand side. So I'm going to use that one. Just going to make my life easier. So let's just pop in everything that we have and solve for what we need. So b, I don't know what you are, but a is 24 plus c, which is 23. 23 squared, and then I'm going to minus 2 times a times c. A was 24 times c, which was 23, and then I want to multiply that by the cosine of angle B. So that would be cosine of 104. Okay, just writing right over number 2, it's fine. Okay, so now I have all of those numbers. I'm just going to pop them into my calculator. And I actually already did this one. So when you pop all that in, it should spit out the number 1,372.1 if we're rounding to the nearest tenth. So 1,372.1. But again, I don't want b squared, I want b. So how would I get just b from this? Hopefully you're thinking, oh, just take the square root of both sides. And if that's what you thought, you are correct. Actually, I'm going to round that to the nearest tenth, and it should come out to be 37.0. Okay, looks like we're in inches here. So side B is approximately 37 inches. A really quick way to check that your answer is in the realm of possibility, remember that across from the biggest angle should be the biggest side, and likewise across from the smallest angle should be the small side. So angle B in number 1 is certainly the biggest angle, so that means side B should be the biggest side, and it is. 37 is certainly bigger than 23 and 24, so that's a reasonable answer. Okay, let's go ahead and try number 2 because that one is a bit different. So let's look at number 2 now. This one's a little bit different. They want you to find the measure of angle A. So I'm trying to find this angle. So let's see. In order to find angle A, though, if you look at your very first equation, this one all the way over here, in order to find A, right, I would need to know what A, B, and C are. And I don't have that. What I do have is I have lowercase a, right, the one that's marked 7 feet, that's across from angle A, and I have lowercase b, the one across from angle B. And if I was going to use that first equation, I'd have to know what lowercase c is. I don't have that. So what I can do is I can actually look at the third equation. Let's check out this one. So even though I don't know what this is, do I know what A is? Yes. Do I know what B is? Yes. So here I need A and B. Yep, I have both of those. And I need the cosine of C, and I do have angle C. So I have all the pieces that I need to solve for C. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. And then let's work through this and see where this leads us, okay? So C squared equals A squared, so that'll be 7 squared, plus B squared, 13 squared, minus 2 times A times B times the cosine of C. So it'll be cosine 133. Okay, so let's throw that in our calculator. So I'm going to have 7 squared plus 13 squared minus 2 times 7 times 13 times the cosine of c, which is 133. Okay, and that gives me 342.1. So c squared is 342.1. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the square root of both sides. And that gives me 18.5. Okay, so now that I have C, 18.5, let's sneak that in there. Now you could use the first equation and solve for A, but that would be way more work than using another tool that you already have. How about we use the law of sines? Remember that? So A over the sine of A is equal to C over the sine of C. Awesome. So I have 3 of these 4 pieces. I should be able to solve for the sine of A. So let's see how this goes. All right, I'm going to move over here so I have a little bit more room. So lowercase a is 7. Sine of A, that's what I don't know. I don't have angle A yet. But C, I do have now. It's 18.5, lowercase c, 18.5 over sine of C, which is 133. Okay, so now we're going to cross multiply. So I'll do 7 times sine of 133 equals 18.5 times sine of A. Divide both sides by 18.5. Okay, and now remember, this is a job for your calculator. You don't know the angle, so what do you have to hit? You have to hit second. So second sine, and then I'll go ahead and do 7 times sine of 133, and then divide that by 18.5. Okay, I get 16 degrees. So A is approximately 16 degrees. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If you need help with the calculator stuff, go back to the law of sines video, and I kind of walk you through how to do it either on your calculator or in just Google, how to do the inverse sine, cosine, whatever you need. Okay, so give that a glance if you need to. There's only 6 total on this worksheet, so I would like you to, oops, jeez, I always do that. Just finish the remaining 4 that are left. Okay, let me know if you have questions. Good luck.